Hey, everybody. Welcome to Big Dumb Monsters, aka the Barking Dog Podcast. I'm Nick.
And I am Chris.
And this week we are watching the extra special Guillermo del Toro Pacific Rim.
Yeah, I am very surprised. I thought for sure going into this month, this would be my highest rated movie. It is currently my second highest rated movie. It'll probably stay there. But oh man, such a good movie. Another great movie for Del Toro month.
Yeah, the man never has a misstep. It's ridiculous. This has giant robots. It has giant monsters. It has Ron Perlman. We're pretty much done there.
Yeah. And if that's not enough, you get Charlie Day thrown in there.
Yeah.
You do have to deal with Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah,
but that's
the lesser of the Charlies.
Yeah.
If there's one Charlie that I want in a movie, not Hunnam.
Yeah. This is again, like we're getting into this thing again where it was tough to talk about this because we just love it so much.
No, it's easy to talk about it because we love it so much.
It's easy to it's hard to be not repetitive about it.
Yeah, that's the one.
But I think we did a good job. Really, like I want to say this is in my top 10 of movies. Like really, I could just, you said at the beginning, I could watch this anywhere at any time.
Yeah, like I don't, any mood, doesn't matter. Like if I pass this movie, I'm watching it. Like, doesn't matter. But anyway, we watched Pacific Rim. You listen to us talk about Pacific Rim. Enjoy the show.
Recording. I'll put that there. Oh. You need it.
Dude, I've been just like fucking frustrated with human beings all day.
I get that. For some reason that will go unnamed, I'll just say I was up at like 6 o'clock this morning because somebody was pushing all four of their legs into my back.
Yeah.
So I was up at like, I was up and showered by like 7:15. So I'm like, all right. I had to run to the bank like to deposit some checks. I'm like, I'll have to go do that. I'm like, I might as well grab like beer for later. Like I ended up doing like a bunch of shit. Like got it all done before like 9 a.m.
Yeah. That's the way it goes.
And just so I would avoid people. And it was awesome.
Yeah, no, I got up and asked the kids if they wanted to go to Free Comic Book Day. Ben said yes. Ollie said no. Said, all right, well, I went back, told Shelly, hey, Ollie doesn't want to go. She goes, all right, just leave him here. Cool. Hustle Ben through his breakfast, get out, spend a little bit of time at Free Comic Book Day. Thanks, Earthworld. You're great. They always give out the most.
Yeah, they give out a ton of books.
They do 6 per person. Everybody else does like 3 or 4.
Yeah, there was a Bunny Mask, like one shot that came out today that I wanted to get. Yeah. Which is a fucked up story that I highly recommend. I think it's like 6 issues. It came out like last year. Yeah. I think there's a sequel coming out. Highly recommend.
Yeah. But anyway, we got home from doing that. There was a decent crowd in there, and it was early enough that the crowd wasn't like super obnoxious.
Yeah.
There was 2 weird cosplayers in there.
I'm just guessing it probably wasn't as crazy as it has been in the past.
It really was not. COVID has taken a toll on it.
Yeah, because back in the day, it
was assholes and elbows.
Yeah, Amanda used to. She was surprised she didn't actually get called to work at this comic book day.
Yeah.
But she used to work at Earthworld, and like she would always be there. I would be there for like Evil Geeks, like podcasting. Yeah. And even like before the doors were open, there was a line of people down the street.
No line.
Yeah.
We got it. Like I said, it was. Like 10:30 when we got in there, and there was moving room. There was no line,
which also is not something. That happens.
It was nice. So I don't know if I just caught the magical hour or what. Everybody seemed relaxed.
That's good though.
But it was still people-y, and then went from there. almost immediately to Ollie's baseball game, which I don't.
Mistake.
Yes, I got to be there.
Yeah.
I don't got to like it
Yeah.
because those people.
Fucking obnoxious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The like the broken down dad like trying to force their sport dream onto their kid. Like,
That's yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So then we left there and we went to grab some food at Burger King, and they didn't give my wife her food, and that was nice. Yeah. It's been a day. It's been a day. Hey, oh, is this an alcoholic beverage? Yes, it is.
Yeah, despite like getting all my shit done this morning, I was like, oh, it's early. I can just sit down. I got nothing to do. I got nowhere to go. I can just watch my movie.
Yep.
Sure enough, Amanda at like 12:15, can you drive me to the library? Fuck!
No.
Yeah.
Take the car.
Yeah. And then, against all common sense, I decided to stop at Walmart on the way back.
Oh, you fool.
Yeah, that was...
Foolish fool.
Not advisable.
So all that bullshit aside, how about this fucking grade A masterpiece of a fucking movie?
Yes. Yeah. I still am very worried that we're not going to have much to talk about again, because this movie is just so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say right off the bat, the thing that we're not doing scores yet. Like, we literally just started talking.
Yeah.
But I'm just getting out of the way. The thing that I will ding this for is that it is not as like deep and kind of meaningful as Pan's Labyrinth was last week. Like,
No.
Yeah, this is very like, this is a popcorn movie, and it's
100%.
a perfect popcorn movie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. As I was watching it, I'm like, we don't get these like type of big action movies anymore. Like this big, like, I think this was like $150-200 million movie, like
Something like
that's
that.
an original property.
Yeah.
You know, that it like,
That's the important part.
yeah, that isn't just, I mean, like it's blockbustery, it's popcorn, it's flashy, and like there's not much to it.
Yeah.
But it's still very like artistically done. It looks beautiful. It's just amazing. We don't get this anymore.
No, what was the last movie we were talking about? When like that's what we wanted, but we rarely get.
We definitely talk a lot about like the mid-level like budget movie.
Yeah.
Action movies and stuff like that. That was big in like the 90s.
Yeah.
We don't get those anymore.
Yep. No, this movie was like for what he was shooting for. He fucking executed it perfectly.
Yeah. I am very. I mean, they have continued this universe.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm told. I unfortunately have seen that movie. I have not seen the anime though, so I don't know if that's good or not.
I watched the first 1 or 2 episodes and I just couldn't do it. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it per se. It just wasn't.
It's not in Guillermo del Toro's hands anymore, and it's not going to be as good.
I mean, it's not even that. It's just like this movie was enough for me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need more. Maybe like prequel-y stuff, sure. Sequel just doesn't cut it.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't want to say there's only so much you can do, because God knows I've seen my fucking share of kaiju movies over and over and over again. Yeah.
There's a formula.
Yeah, and like I don't really know what else you could do with it besides this. I mean, like this is this will be a hot take in some corners of the internet, but like I think this sets the high bar for kaiju movies. Like,
Yeah, it
hands
does.
down.
It does.
And I know that's because it's not a Japanese movie. Like yada yada yada. I don't care. Like,
Don't have to be.
Like, this sets that bar high. Not only because like the monster action's great, like the fighting's great, the effects are great, but like there's an actual human story that you give a shit about.
Yeah.
Like, even with stuff like Godzilla vs Kong and that MonsterVerse, like those movies are really great too. Not to this level because they can't nail that human story. Like they just have those human stories that like just fast forward.
Yep. No, you care about the people in this, and you care about the giant robots, and you're fascinated by the monsters.
Yeah.
Like, it's got it all. There's the weird science element gone awry.
Yeah.
There's
The crazy sci-fi, like the forbidden technology and stuff like that. With, Charlie Day like drifting with a kaiju.
Yeah, that was fucking wild. There's just so much good stuff in this movie. You know it's not good though. Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
I think I figured out what it is.
All right.
I hate his American accent.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, in this movie, he doesn't need to be... Well, he does, because he's driving the American robot. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he doesn't need to be American. But even so, like... Somebody could be like, oh, bullshit. We're not going to have an American guy drive the American robot? Like,
yeah, yep.
Just let him talk normally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that could be it. He is just rather, like...
He's just stiff. Like, his dialogue is all stiff. He's rather wooden.
Like, he really just has, like, the one delivery, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it worked for Jax Teller, like, but he's just playing Jax Teller and everything else.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, the first thing I saw him in was Green Street Hooligans.
Okay.
And then I saw Sons of Anarchy, and I didn't realize it was the same guy.
Huh.
Have you ever seen Green Street Hooligans?
No. I mean, I've seen all of Sons of Anarchy.
Green Street Hooligans is a Elijah Wood movie.
Okay.
Where he's an American, he winds up moving to England to live with his sister and her English husband, and he winds up getting involved with soccer hooligans and like the hooligan kind of culture.
Yeah, like bash your head with a pipe hooligans.
Yeah. A really good movie. Like it's a fun watch. It's kind of a downer. Right at the end there.
Not exactly a pick me up.
No. But yeah, good movie. But he was fine in that, so that's what I'm thinking is like forcing himself to have this American accent just kind of like is meh.
Yeah. Maybe that's throwing him off. I don't know. That King Arthur movie wasn't great either.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
it looked okay from the trailers, but
it was just okay. Like,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's the worst movie I've ever seen, but it's not like I need to go back and watch that anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, he might be the weak link in this. There we go.
He's the Winkler.
The Winkler. Yeah, the Winkler. Hey.
Let's give a quick synopsis of this movie.
Yeah, we're talking about Pacific Rim, the 2013 like.
It's a monster cluster. Monster clusterpiece.
Monster clusterpiece. Yes. It really is everything you could want in a kaiju movie. It's giant robots fighting giant monsters.
Yeah.
And it visually like perfect.
It's basically like an old school anime come to life.
Yeah, live action anime. Yeah, very, very Voltron.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah, Voltron. It's got the Evangelion feel.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as a kid who grew up watching Voltron, like this was right in my wheelhouse. Like,
yeah.
I just remember hearing about this movie and then being like in anticipation until the day it came out. Like,
yeah. I think I saw this the day it came out, maybe the week after it came out, but like
I know I saw
very early in its run.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, it's all you need to know. Giant robots fighting giant monsters.
Yeah, there's so in the middle of the ocean, there's like a rift that opens up and it lets these monsters through, which are called kaiju, like worldwide known as kaiju.
You've heard us use that word before on the podcast.
Yep, but this is kind of an interesting take because in the movie they're actually referring to them as kaiju instead of just like as a fan denotion of style.
They even kind of treat them like they're treated in pop culture, where like, Charlie Day has the tattoos of them on his arm. Like, oh, this one is, this one. And
he's fascinated by them. He's a geek about them.
Yeah.
So they show up and they start rampaging and destroying basically the world. And then world powers kind of come together and defend, and then
you create this program to create these gigantic robots.
Yeah, the Jaeger program, which is the coolest fucking name. But then each each like major world power has their own robot or set of robots, and then
Yeah, and another we've talked about the level of detail that went into this before, the 1,000-page Bible, that the backstory of the movie, and it's like it really fucking shows. I mean, down to little details. Like I remember seeing an interview with Guillermo del Toro, and he's talking about like each of the robots, even though they're just robots, has a personality that kind of matches where they're from. Like Gypsy Danger is like, he specifically says like even specifically in the Hong Kong fight scene, he's like, throughout that whole movie, that robot has just like the swagger where he's basically Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
He's like a Western sheriff who's going to show up and like fucking straighten shit out.
Yeah.
And like in that scene, like when he just shows up on the street, like it's that exact like just like stare down, like the head down. He's just walking forward, like shoulders, like.
You know what I love
perfect
about the robot designs though is like they're so cultural.
Yeah.
Like
the Russian robot looks like a goddamn walking like cooling tower, like a nuclear cooling tower.
It's
and
great.
It's even like kind of like
it's
bearish.
big, it's bulky.
Yeah, it's built like a bear or a gorilla.
Yeah. But the American one, Gypsy Danger, is so completely styled after World War II airplanes. And like I mean there's a lot to American culture, but what is more American than a World War II fighter jet design?
Yeah.
Like it's just so iconic.
Oh man! And then by the time the movie picks up, it's kind of in the twilight of the Jaeger program. They're not as effective anymore. They're they're not getting the result that they used to. So which makes no goddamn sense to me. They're going to build just this giant wall to keep these things out.
Build the wall.
Yeah.
Build the wall. Yeah.
So say you build this successful wall that's just it holds them out. Then what?
Yeah.
Because they're not going anywhere.
Yeah,
they're still going to be there.
They're just going to stack on top of each other and climb over the wall, man. Like, and then you're trapped in there with them.
Yeah.
Fucking dolt. I don't get it. Boy.
Oh man, this. Goddamn, I love this movie.
I will watch this anytime I pass it.
Yeah. This is my Jaws of the 2010s.
Yeah.
If it's on, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. So ridiculously good. And even if you go like, oh well, it's just a big dumb monster movie. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fun as shit.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what you want. That's what you need.
Yeah. I am thoroughly entertained by almost every scene in this fucking movie.
One thing that bugged me while I was watching, I don't know if I've ever kind of thought about this before, but it definitely stuck in my mind as I was watching this time. If you have this giant sword in the robot arm,
yeah,
wouldn't that be the go-to weapon?
I would say main weapon.
Yeah. Why are you hand-to-hand fighting these monsters?
Yeah.
You have a fucking sword. Why are you using this gigantic, energy-consuming, plasma cannon?
Yeah.
When you can just stab them?
Yeah. At least have the sword out in one hand while you're charging up the laser.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. They pull out the sword as a last resort.
Yeah.
That would be the first go-to. I don't know.
Yep. And it's a weird chain sword too.
And it's super effective. Yeah, it's chopping off arms.
Yeah, it's
and
some fucking Warhammer shit.
Yeah. Go to that first. It's not like it's taking up a lot of energy. Once it's out, it's out. It's just there.
Yeah. On your strut over to the monster, whip that sumbitch out. Rant.
Yeah.
Like when they gut that one in that underwater underwater scene.
By, he just sticks the knife out.
Yeah. It's perfect.
And also when that battle in Hong Kong, which is amazing, cinematically.
Yeah.
The Chinese robot, something Typhoon.
Crimson Typhoon.
Crimson Typhoon. Yeah. It's fighting the one monster. And it grabs both of its arms. This is the 3-armed robot. The monster has 2 of its arms. And then they're just kind of grappling there for a second. Maybe hit him with the third arm. Just give him a zing across the throat. Or I don't know.
Yeah. I did love the design of that one too.
Yeah.
All the robots were cool as shit.
Yeah, I mean, my only gripe is the Australian one.
It wasn't
distinct enough from Gypsy Danger.
Yeah, it didn't have a really cool signature identity.
Yeah. but yeah, I wish I wish would have gotten a little bit more of the robots too, like more than just those four main ones at the end. Like,
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen some of the other ones.
Yep.
Man, yeah,
I think this would do well as a comic book adaptation, because then you could do like all kinds of stories with them.
Yeah.
Like through the whole war, but then it wouldn't really feel like a rehash like a movie would.
yeah,
Because then you're having the same experience.
yeah.
Fucking video game. There'd be a sick ass
That's
video
what I was
game.
gonna say. They did make a I don't know why they keep doing this. They did this with Godzilla. They did this with this too, where they make a very limited run video game that's
Really?
apparently mind-blowingly awesome, and you can't find it anywhere. And like the ones you can find are like $200-$300. Like,
Fuck that.
yeah, it really pisses me off. Like, I don't understand why like kaiju fighting isn't like a main like core like genre of video game.
It should be.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
at
think
one
about it, like-
at one point it almost was.
We were
like
kind of going there.
Rampage.
Yeah. Rampage with King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
War of the Monsters on PlayStation 2 is another great game.
Yeah.
And then like we just every now and again we'll get something like a movie tie, and then just nothing
Yeah.
else.
Well, like I was telling you guys in our group chat, there's a game on Steam. It's like a isometric tactics game. So like if you ever played Final Fantasy Tactics or Advance Wars or something like that, it's similar to that, I think, called Kaiju Wars.
I still got to download that.
Yeah. You could get a free demo of it on Steam, so like you can try it out before you really plunk down. I think it's only like fucking $20 anyway.
There's like a Steam sale every other month. It's going to
Yeah.
be 50% off at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. Constantly. That's why I love Steam.
What else? Like I'm just like I'm there's things I'm trying to find a ding it on, but like this is just so in my wheelhouse that like I love everything about this.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and that's the problem we were saying before. Like, with big giant monster movies, the humans are usually the weak element.
Yeah.
The kaiju were the weakest part.
Yeah, when you mentioned it, yeah, I think so, because like that's another thing that kind of I noticed. Well, I've always noticed this as I've watched. They're all too similar. It's very tough to tell them apart, and like they even say, "Oh, they're clones. They're all they're just kind of supposed to be that way,"
which totally makes sense. Like visually, I needed them to be a little more distinct.
Yeah,
from each other.
just like
that category 5 was different because it had the weird tail.
It had like the squid legs,
and then there was the crab one and the like kind of hammerhead looking one, but that was kind of it. Everything else,
but most of them are like some kind of variation on like a blade like head.
Yeah.
And like a big, just bulky gray body with like glowing points on it.
Yep.
Yeah, they were a little bit too similar. I could have used a little bit more variety in the look of the kaiju.
Yeah.
This the whole battle of Hong Kong is just amazing though. That whole scene, even down to the musical score for it. Like,
yeah,
he, I don't know. We got to look to see who did the music for this, but like, what they're referencing without it actually being that similar to it. It is like the Godzilla, like dun dun dun, like that type of dun 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 dun.
Yep.
But it's not that music.
It's the big like string hits. There's like womp, womp, like almost kind of like a John Williams kind of thing.
Yeah,
but a little like pull it back.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Ah, man. Fucking.
And I will say, like for 2013, the fighting and the monster effects in this way better than like Godzilla vs Kong. Like Godzilla vs Kong. I mean, I like that movie. Don't get me wrong, but it falls into that like Transformers kind of area of action where like
everything
it's the blur of like motion and like you can kind of tell like this is part of this monster, this is part of this monster.
Yeah, they slow it down.
Yeah, because that's how it would look to us in real life. Like, because of relativity, like all this. I mean, they're moving as fast as they can, but to us, it would look like they're moving in slow motion just because we're so much smaller than them.
Well, on top of the fact that like you can see like the robot is fighting gravity, like it's fighting the water, and you see that when it goes to the internal shots. where they're really having to put everything into a swing. They're putting everything into the walking motion.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't want to say it's realism because obviously it's fantasy.
It's giant robots fighting giant monsters.
But like, it's as realistic as they could possibly make it.
And then, I mean, you know, staying on Godzilla vs. Kong, you can see how much that movie is influenced by this. I mean, to the point of the final battle taking place in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
You know, that same kind of just neon bathed, like, just fight between these monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, man. God, I love this movie.
It's just...
Oh, shit, I forgot.
It's just fucking fun.
I was going to do this in prep, but I'm not getting it out now. I have that fucking, the clipboard that she's holding.
Yeah.
I have that. It's in that box right there.
Do you really?
Yeah. I won it at a Legendary Films party.
What the fuck?
Yeah, at Comic-Con one year.
Like, that clipboard?
I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, it looks exactly like... There's no other clipboards like it in the movie. Like, I mean, it probably was some dude in the background, like, holding when it was off camera, but...
Yeah.
It's that fucking clipboard, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, I was going to grab it before we started. I totally
Yeah, we gotta put it out on the shelf.
Yeah.
That's shelf material.
That's right. Fuck, yeah. All right, another one crossed off the list.
Yeah, for anybody that has maybe missed it or we haven't talked about it in a while, we have a shelf full of toys, and one is just kind of generic whatever shit that we like, and then another shelf is things pertaining to episodes of the show that we've done.
Yeah,
so
we
like
have figures and just memorabilia from...
Yeah, I think my favorite, though, is that Frankenstein...
Which was the first one we got.
Was the first one we got,
yeah.
Which is sick as shit.
I'm a big fan of the American Werewolf and London Werewolf, but I wish it was a little more posable. Like,
yeah,
the joints are pretty stiff. I don't want to like fuck it up too much.
And I love the box of Good Guy cereal that we have.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I love them all. I love toys. Fuck it.
But yeah, I have the fucking clipboard. I have like this metal like kind of insignia.
Yeah.
I also had dog tags too, but I lent those to Amanda once, and of course,
Daggone.
it's the last I've ever saw them.
Yeah. I remember when this had come out and they were starting to do like a toy and memorabilia run. They had a gigantic Gypsy Danger model.
Really?
Like, it was big. This thing must have been like 2 feet tall.
Oh man. God damn it. Now I gotta find one of those.
Oh, yeah. You know what I was trying to... I was trying to look for the Del Toro-isms in this movie. And they're sprinkled throughout. Like, the look
of the Kaiju definitely are very Del Toro looking.
And some of the sets, like, definitely some of the set designs and the lighting style. But overall... because it's mostly a human piece, you don't really get the Guillermo feel. Yeah,
it's like a kind of Hellboy, but maybe taken down to like a 6. Like the look of the movie.
Yeah. But there's definitely, like, when they're in the bunkers and things, like the way he lights it, the way certain things look.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's got his stank all over it.
The machine that Charlie Day makes to drift with the Kaiju brain, that is straight up Del Toro.
Yeah.
Like, it's got like the bellows like moving up and down. Like,
yeah. Like the brains and shit in the jars. That's...
Yeah. But really, yeah, it's not very overtly Del Toro.
Yeah, like, he's not punching you in the face with it, which I don't know if he's toning it down on purpose or if it just kind of happened that way.
Yeah, it could have been studio too. Like, we're giving you a shitload of money for this.
Yeah, but I like it. I like the visuals. Like, I like the color palette of this movie.
Yeah.
Everything works, like, just really well. Charlie Hunnam does not work really well.
I didn't need... They really didn't club us over... Well, I don't know. I didn't need kind of the love story between him and Mako. Like,
no.
Yeah, I mean, like, it... I don't know. It just... Like, this movie is over it's 2 hours and 15 minutes.
I think it went too fast.
Yeah. Like, I think that just... You know what? Just pull that out. Maybe at the end, that's when they like kind of like, oh, you know, hey, I kind of dig you. Oh, I kind of dig you. Like,
but they could have kept it completely like platonic, and that would have.
Yeah,
I think that would have worked better.
That either like didn't make or break the movie. So just why?
Yeah.
Why include it? Yeah. Well, just to appeal to general audiences. That's why.
I guess so. I have to take the mouse and look at IMDb real quick.
Yeah, that is why we have it open.
Yep. I think is it this guy? Nope, it's not that guy. Where are you? Is that you?
He's the the mission control guy.
Yes, him. He's the one that played the Mexican character in Boondock Saints 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Him. Love his character.
Yeah.
He's got that
Clifton Collins Jr.
Yeah, Clifton Collins Jr. That character has this like weird retro, like 1930s, like sidekick character thing going on.
Yeah, very much so.
I like it. It reminded me so much of Giovanni Ribisi's character in Sky Captain.
Oh, that's a movie I have not seen since it came out.
Oh, I love that movie.
This is how long ago that I saw that movie. I saw that movie on a Netflix DVD.
Woof.
Yeah.
I worked with a guy. Okay, hold on. Netflix sidebar. I worked with a guy. Jesus Christ, this had to have been. 3 or 4 years ago.
Still getting the DVDs.
No. It's better than that. He goes, "Oh, you got Netflix?" I was like, "Yeah, I got Netflix." He goes, "You know they send out DVDs now?"
Oh man.
I said, "Did you just have a fucking stroke?" He goes, "What?" I said, "That's how it started."
Yeah. They've always done that.
It was mail order DVDs, and then it was streaming. You're just now finding the fucking
about, like how crazy that is to our minds now. Like, you used to like check off a movie you wanted. It would show up a couple of days later. You'd watch it, put it back in the little envelope, and like throw it, and then it'd send you another movie.
And it's not like he was super young or super old. Yeah. He was the same age as me.
Old enough to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
You smoked yourself stupid.
Oh my God.
Of course, I tend to work in like manual labor fields where people aren't exactly tech savvy. So I guess I understand it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, that's
like you work with a bunch of old people at the state.
Yeah,
I'm sure you deal with similar situation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Depressing, isn't it?
Let's see what else. Holy shit, we're a half hour into this already. God damn.
Fuck it.
We'll throw some points down on this.
What? Before we do that,
yeah,
we're gonna rate the movie. But before that, we're gonna rate Idris Elba. Fucking 10.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. His name in this movie? 11. Stacker Pentecost?
Yeah.
Fucking coolest name I've ever heard in my life.
Major.
I don't know, like...
1, don't ever touch me. 2, don't ever touch me. Sick.
I don't know whose job it was to make up names in this movie, but they earned every cent of their salary, let me tell you. Between that and Hannibal Chow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Like,
yeah.
That is character naming.
Yeah. They're so good. That might have been Guillermo. Well, there was like a main writer, and then Guillermo was co-writer, I think.
Stacker Pentecost.
Fuck yeah. By the way, Ron Perlman, also 10 out of 10 in this movie.
Yeah. And he is going full Ron Perlman in this movie, too.
Yeah. Those fucking shoes.
The armored,
gold tip.
Yeah.
The fucking gold wingtips.
Shoes have hinges in them.
Those fucking greaves?
Yeah. It's like Versace armor shoes.
Oh man.
That was the lab they were just in. Looks straight out of BPRD.
Yeah.
We're back at the construction site now.
Mm.
Oh no, this is the
No.
not the kaiju, the robot garage, basically.
Robot garage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the Japanese robot word. I don't think there is one.
Mech.
Yeah, mech. That's what we call them. We're
Oh.
Americans.
Hey, let me hit this microphone with my delicious, delicious Leinenkugel summer shandy.
I gotta crack one of those open. Fill time. I'm gonna grab a drink. Oh. Not gonna rip the headphones down.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm filling time. What am I filling time with?
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about old Voltron. Yeah, I'll take another Leinenkugel.
Hell yeah, we'll talk about some old Voltron.
My kids are really into the new Voltron, and I gotta admit, decent show.
Yeah, I watched the first season and it was pretty good.
Doesn't have the character of the old Voltron. Like, I don't know if that's just nostalgia speaking, because I mean, realistically, it's not that great of a cartoon.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same show every day. Like,
But it
oh no, a giant robot showed up. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Like, oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna form Voltron.
Yep. But it felt a little more. There's more drama
Sorry,
to it.
giant robeast. not a giant
Robeast.
robot,
Yeah.
Yeah, the newer one has a little bit more drama. I
Yeah.
mean, the one from when we were kids, I mean, was just chopped up like Japanese shows thrown together. It was Go Lion Go, and I think some other cartoon like
Was it?
yeah, like chopped up and thrown into one.
Oh, is that where they got Power Rangers from?
Yeah, I think that was also like chopped up.
Oh yeah, it was totally chopped
yeah,
up.
yeah. Yeah, same thing, just live action.
Yeah, that was. Was it Super Saiyan Knights or some shit like that? And then American actors in between.
Yeah, I
And
think
then,
that's
like,
why like there's
one
no...
other show with all the villains were like from one other show or something like that.
Yeah. I want to
Super nerds are
say
mad at us right now.
what's that?
I said the super nerds are probably mad at us right now.
What are they talking about? They don't know anything. I want to say that's why there's no Sven in the original Voltron after the first like season.
Oh
They
really?
had to make up the first they said like, oh, he got hurt, but I think he actually died. But like the show they were pulling from after that season, I think didn't have like that
Oh
character in it. So
yeah. He was the one that got replaced by the princess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doesn't he die in the new one too, or I thought there was a Sven in the new one.
I think they're all in it, but one of them like retires sort
Probably,
of,
yeah,
and
he's
then just
probably
like stays
Sven.
at the hideout or whatever.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen it. I'm sure if I asked my children, they would tell me, but I'm not going to, because then all hell would break loose and I wouldn't be able to shut them up.
One of my I never got they made the Voltron lions when we were kids, like the fucking
Yeah, they
solid
did.
ass metal ones.
Yes,
that actually
they fucking
you
did.
could form into Voltron. I never had those.
You could form them
unfortunately.
into Voltron, or you could commit an assault with them.
Yeah.
Same with Transformers.
But I did one year. I got this giant, probably like 2.5 maybe feet, 3 feet tall, robot controlled Voltron. Like it didn't like move or anything, but it had wheels. So like you put it there, like it had a sword. You put the sword in its hand, like it would roll forward.
Yep.
Like, hell yeah, that was awesome. One of my best Christmas gifts.
I want to say they made a Battle Cat for He-Man that was like that.
I think you're right. I'm thinking. I had a lot of He-Man shit too.
I wasn't so big on He-Man. I liked He-Man.
Oh, I had all of the He-Man stuff.
I was me and my brother, actually, we were like G.I. Joe kids,
Yeah.
but not the big like doll size ones, like
The 80s ones,
late
the smaller,
80s,
yeah.
late 80s, early 90s ones.
I had a ton of those too.
The ones that had the rubber band in their guts.
I had the Black Hawk jet, the Night Raven,
Yeah.
the Cobra Night Raven.
Yep.
I used to have that hanging in my room when I was a kid.
My favorite thing to do with those G.I. Joes was set up zip lines. Because like you take some just regular old cotton string, you tie it from one thing to another, and if you took a Q-tip it fit perfectly into their hands.
Oh, so they could slide.
They could actually zip line.
Fuck, I need to go back in time and teach my younger self that.
Oh my god. Hours spent just shooting them down a zip line.
God damn, my childhood could have been so much better.
Well, that goes without saying. That has nothing to do with G.I. Joes.
Oh man, I wish I'd known that.
Yeah.
Trying to think of other. I had the fucking Orca, the hovercraft.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. I got that one. That's also on my top 10 list of best Christmas gifts ever.
We had I think it was like the Cobra Fortress or something like that.
Was it the round one, the Terradrome?
No, it was like I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was like two giant walls, so like in an L shape.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was a G.I. Joe hideout or something like that.
Did it have the big gun on the front?
Yeah.
That was the G.I. Joe hideout.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, and it had like walls that would kind of like fold out, and there'd be guns in that and shit like that. Yeah.
No, I had way more He-Man shit than I had G.I. Joe shit, but I had a lot of G.I. Joe shit.
Yeah. We had bins of those action figures.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Voltron was so awesome. Oh, God, I love that show.
Yeah.
Why did we get on to...
Well, we were filling time and talking about giant robots.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
That's right, we were.
So let's get on to our actual rating for this and not individual character ratings.
Go for it.
I'll go.
Yeah.
This is... it's a 9. It's a fucking 9.
That's exactly what I was going to give it to. Just because I don't want to rate it as high as I rated Pan's Labyrinth last week. I gave that a 9.5. Just because there's not the depth to this movie that there is to that movie.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of logic kind of fuck ups too, like I said, but the thing with the sword, like it just makes so much more sense.
Yeah, some things aren't quite adding up.
Yeah. So yeah, other than that, I mean, those are just really nitpicky things, just me being very critical.
Yeah. No, this loses a whole point for Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah. The Hunnam deduction.
That's the name of this episode.
I'm going to write that down.
The Hunnam deduction.
Did you see the name of the Hellboy episode yet?
I didn't.
All right.
Oh no, what is it?
I'm not going to announce it now.
What? This episode will be after that.
Oh. You down with BPRD?
Oh.
Yeah, you know me.
Fuck you.
Perfection.
I imagine a bunch of people are looking at that episode title and going, wow, what a bunch of twats. And you'd be right.
100%.
Are you ready for some trivia?
Let us do trivia.
Do the trivia.
Not to bother you with trivia.
I used to think they were kind of trivial. Approximately 100 kaiju and 100 Jaegers were designed, but only a fraction of them appeared in the film. Every week, filmmakers held a vote for their favorites.
All right.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, so we could have had way more kaiju and robots.
Yeah. At least they had stuff to work from. It wasn't like they were scraping the bottom of the barrel to try to get ideas out.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's Guillermo, so like obviously that would never happen. Though the giant monsters were always intended to be computer generated, all of their designs were expanded from the notion that they could be worn as suits like in traditional kaiju films, which would not have worked for this movie. I love giant suits, but there's a level of cheese that goes along with that this movie would not have worked with.
Yeah, it wouldn't have looked as good as it did.
Yeah.
And like, even the robots wouldn't have looked right as suits either.
No.
Yeah, no. This is one of the few occasions that I'm glad for CGI.
Yeah, yep. Especially for how well it was done.
Yeah.
The sound for kaiju roars were comprised of layer upon layer of animal roars and growls, which were filtered, sped up, slowed down to create the roar of the alien behemoths. Then, to add emotion and a sense of intelligence, supervising sound editor Scott Martin Gershon and director Guillermo del Toro added samples of their own voices.
All right. Yeah, I do remember seeing that in one of our episodes from the past couple of weeks that Guillermo del Toro did some of the monster sounds.
Mm. Oh yeah, I think we were looking through his credits.
Through his acting work, yeah. So it's probably the Hellboy episode.
Striker Urethra.
Striker Urethra.
Yep. Striker Eureka, the white Australian Jaeger, was intended to be the hero Jaeger of the film, but Guillermo del Toro thought its appearance was too cold and arrogant.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I get it. And it's not. It doesn't stand out enough.
It really doesn't look that much different than Gypsy Danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different paint job, maybe a couple of different models. Charlie Day steals this fucking movie.
Yeah.
He really does. I care more about the surrounding periphery actors than I do about the main characters.
Yeah. Yeah, that is that I can agree with. They have a really great cast in this movie.
Yeah.
Especially the side people. Yeah, Charlie Day he steals a lot of things that he's in.
He is film lubricant.
Yeah. Makes a lot of things he's in better.
Yeah.
And I will recommend the It's Always Sunny podcast that he's doing with Glenn Howerton and what's his name there? Rob McElhenney.
Yeah.
Really funny, yeah.
Is that all about the making of Always Sunny?
Yeah, the premise is that they're going to sit there and watch an episode and talk about it.
Okay.
But then they never actually talk about the episode. They'll kind of talk about stuff that happened while they were filming it.
Yeah.
But the topics just go way off course.
Oh, what's that like?
Yeah. The last half of this show. Pretty much. Or pretty much all of this show, actually.
Kind of all of it.
Yeah.
One of the art directors said that this was the first time they dressed a set using forklifts and jackhammers. Much of the set is made with real materials, unlike most sets.
Jesus.
Which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's more expensive or less expensive. It must have been less expensive just for whatever specific materials they were using.
Maybe.
Unless they found locations that were good.
You probably have to get rid of all this shit, too, at the end, which...
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. The Leinenkugel roar there, I guess is what we'll call it. You don't have to get rid of it. That's probably going to increase the cost a lot. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But it does look good.
If a lot of those garage scenes or whatever are an old factory or something like that, it totally makes sense.
Think about the shit they had to build for this movie, the suits they wear for the Jaeger suits. Those aren't just things you can buy off the rack. The
somebody
needs to make all of those. Yeah,
the suits, all the internals of the robot scenes, that's all.
A lot of the machinery, the shit that Charlie Day is using. And, yeah.
It's probably a staggering amount of money.
Yeah. Yeah, those suits don't look cheap.
No. Visual effects supervisor John Knoll and director Guillermo del Toro spent several weeks discussing the physics of the giant characters and went into very specific detail, such as how the air displacement from a Jaeger moving between skyscrapers would shake the building's windows, which is the most Guillermo shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yeah.
If nothing else, you will get perspective on how anal retentive he is about his movies being right.
Yeah. You think, that's way too much detail, but at the same time, he's right. It would probably do that.
It's totally good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, these Leinenkugels are so good.
Although I will say, having it back to back with the Narragansett, I still prefer the Narragansett.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I think I'm on the side of the Kugel.
Man. Not that it's bad.
No.
It's still awesome.
They're both delicious.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Gypsy Danger is named after the de Havilland Gypsy aircraft engine.
Sure.
Yeah. This was intended as a nostalgic nod to the World War II era, which was a major influence on the design of the robot.
Yeah, so it throws
Because
back to that.
America, fuck yeah.
But again, just going to show you the level of detail that Guillermo del Toro was like thinking out for these movies.
Yeah, yep. Everything is just plotted out. Like there's I don't think there's anything that's like, I'll just do this on a whim. Man, you know what this actually could have been called? Nosebleed the movie.
There are a lot of motherfuckers with nosebleeds in this movie, yeah. That's Charlie Day's wiping blood from his nose and drinking whiskey.
Yep. I mean, haven't we all had that night?
Yeah, been there, man. Been there.
Mine didn't have anything to do with mind melding with a giant fucking monster.
I didn't see one fucking kaiju when I had to go through that.
Ron Perlman kept the shoes he wore in this film.
Wouldn't you? I mean, come on, those shoes are awesome.
I would not have done this, though. Later on, his wife had them melted down and converted into a pair of heels for herself.
Oh, bullshit.
That's grounds for divorce.
Yeah, you fucked up my awesome shoes.
Unless he gave them to her.
You're rolling up to your kid's soccer game on a Saturday, like shorts and t-shirt. Yeah. Like no socks and these shiny gold shoes. Like.
Just wearing fucking like chinos. Maybe a beater.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Eating an orange.
Like, dude, need to get some WD-40 for my shoes.
The character of Mako, is it Mako or Mako?
Mako. Yeah.
Mori is is much younger than Stacker Pentecost. Although in real life, Rinko Kikuchi is only 8 years younger than Idris Elba.
All right.
She wears it well.
Yeah.
She looks young. Her voice is kind of annoying. I don't know if that's a genuine accent or if it's like her just.
I think that's her just
like pumping it up a little bit.
She speaks English, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything she was in, I think, before this is all Japanese.
Yeah. But man, it's kind of a slog listening to her talk. Which is great actress, just bad voice.
Not a great communicator.
Yeah. The movie is dedicated to the memory of Monster Masters Ray Harryhausen, the stop-motion animator for films like The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, and Ishiro Honda, director of Godzilla, who we've talked about at least three separate occasions.
Yeah, Destroy All Monsters and the original Godzilla.
Yeah.
At least.
And
I think he came up during Gamera, too.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
And Honda was born. This is kind of a weird section of this info. It says Honda was born May 7th, 1911, and Harryhausen died.
Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's why it's here. So Honda was born May 7th, 1911. Harryhausen died May 7th, 2013.
Oh, R.I.P. Ray.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Today's a perfect day to do this movie, man. Holy crap.
Shit.
Which we meant to do intentionally.
Totally on purpose. Yeah. Oh, every once in a while, a blind squirrel gets a nut. All right, so we're going to go through a couple of almost cast.
Oh, all right.
So Stellan Skarsgård was considered for the role of Herc Hansen.
He's a little bit too like the guy they got is like perfect because he's like you can tell he's like an old like Australian like kind of athletic dude like
he's big, rugged as shit.
Yeah, and like Stellan Skarsgård is a little bit too professor-y, like bookwormy.
Yeah.
So yeah, good call.
They could have done it. They would just have to change the character, and it would have been meh.
Yeah, he would have been more like science nerd and not quite as like.
Here's one that would have been. Here's one that would have been worse than that.
Oh.
Tom Cruise was considered for the Idris Elba role. No, negative.
Nope. Nuh-uh.
He does not command respect like Idris
His
Elba.
name is not Stacker Pentecost. No.
That is not. No.
Idris Elba, I'll believe he's Stacker Pentecost.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not Tom Cruise.
Nope.
There's that crab kaiju. This does look really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when they change it up and it looks like a completely obviously different fucking monster. Looks great.
Yeah.
I love it. It's just like in the middle, it just gets all kind of meshed together.
Yeah, they all just like really blend together.
Like that underwater fight scene. I couldn't figure out which one they were fighting at what time.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's some. These guys were almost Raleigh Beckett. Taylor Kitsch. Aaron Taylor Johnson. I don't even know who that is.
Kick-Ass and Quicksilver.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Aaron Paul.
No.
Maybe.
He's just a little tiny, like,
He's
wormy
a little
guy.
too scrawny.
Yeah.
But I've seen scrawny guys who can scrap. So
Yeah. I mean, that would kind of make sense. All right. I won't be as hard on that one, I guess.
Luke Bracey.
Don't know who that is.
Me neither. And Henry Cavill.
All right. I would have liked to have seen that. I like Henry Cavill.
He's fine.
I thought he was a great Superman. Like,
I think he's too big for this role. Like physically. I think
yeah.
because he's a massive human being.
Yeah, he is a big dude. But yeah, he's in some good movies, man. Was it The Man from U.N.C.L.E.? That one was pretty good. Was it The Man from U.N.C.L.E.? Yeah, I think it was.
Was it? No. Maybe.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch. We should always have a blank IMDb screen up
Yeah,
and
we really
ready.
should.
But anyway, while you look that up, I'll go over this last fact here. When Little Mako is in the alleyway, every object on set was rigged to the same hydraulic system. And whenever the giant monster would take a step, everything bounced or shook in unison, including the puddles.
All right.
Fucking masterful work.
Let's see. All filmography. Actor. Oh, rumored for Highlander.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want any more.
Yeah. And again, I think he's too big for Highlander.
Unless he's playing like the Kurgan.
That I would support. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. But then we've got somebody else playing the Kurgan.
Yeah, Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. He was in a good action movie. He was also in that Mission Impossible. The one where he cocks his fucking fists when he's fighting Tom Cruise.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Yeah.
We're,
That's painful to think about.
But again, like, he was an awesome bad guy in that movie. That stupid scene aside.
Yeah.
We're on to the better known as.
Let's do some better known as, because there are some people that are better known for other shit.
Oh, absolutely. I'm starting off this week with the writer of this movie, Travis Beacham, just because we have done pretty much every angle we can on Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
He has done some other kind of notable stuff. He's the writer of the Clash of the Titans movie from 2010.
Excellent.
Yeah, I was a fan of that one. The sequel, not so much, but that one was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, the sequel was almost just more of just an action movie.
Yeah. He wrote the Carnival Row series on Amazon from a couple of years ago.
I couldn't get past the first episode.
I never gave it. I heard it was good, but I never gave it a shot. Those are really the biggest things he's kind of known for. He's done a couple of directing jobs, but nothing really major. So yeah, that's pretty much what he's known from.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, we have Idris Elba. Just like we said, an absolute perfect 10 in this movie.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, there are so many things that he is known for. The British series Luther, which apparently they're doing a movie of.
I have that on my list of things to watch.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch it, and I've never gotten there. I heard it's great, though.
Yeah, same.
He was just Knuckles in the most recent Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
I'm sure I'll see that very soon.
He was in The Harder They Fall, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's like a Western where all of the characters are they're actual black cowboys, like from history.
I only saw like the first 2 episodes of that, and I meant to go back. I keep forgetting.
It's a movie. It's a movie, not a.
No, was it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh no, I was thinking of that Dirty Black Bag or whatever.
Oh that started out great in like the second episode. It was just like,
Oh, The Harder They Fall. No, I did start watching that though.
Yeah.
For some reason I had to turn it off.
there's a great gunfight at the end of that movie. Like it just all out like brawl. It's so awesome.
Is that the one where it starts off with the guy asking why he's got a scorpion tattooed on his hand or something like that?
I think so. Maybe.
Yeah.
I saw it when it came out like back last summer, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's like it's Western action, a little bit of comedy.
Yeah.
Fantastic though. I highly recommend it. He was another fantastic thing that I highly recommend. The Suicide Squad. I mention that every chance I get. Fucking James Gunn just knocked that movie out of the park. Big fun action. Really, just I can't recommend the Suicide Squad enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna skip over that one.
Cats.
Yeah.
Woof. Hey, if anybody wants to see his butthole, then I mean,
His fake cat butthole.
God damn it.
He was in Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, which,
How was that? You saw all those.
brainless action movie, but still entertaining. If you're just looking for something to throw on and just, popcorn movie, go for it.
I don't like popcorn that much.
He is Heimdall in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which a lot of people a lot of white supremacists were angry about when that was announced back in the day. But fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
It did. I gotta say though, it did weird me out to see like the broad cultural spectrum of the old Norse gods,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I was like, all right, like,
That's different. All right.
moving on.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit?
He played Roland as Deschain or Daychain in the Dark Tower movie.
Deschain.
Which, from what I understand from the fans, we don't talk about the movie.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Bruno.
He's done a lot of musical stuff too.
I want you to know how incredibly excited I was for that movie.
and then how incredibly bad it was.
Yeah. And then it was like, well, Amazon wants to do a series, and it was like, well, if they fuck it up as bad as they fucked up that movie, I don't want that either.
I mean, they know the low bar at this point. I mean, he was the villain in the most recent Star Trek movie, Star Trek Beyond. He was a voice in Finding Dory.
Fluke?
He was one of the seals that was like yelling at the one seal all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Gerald!
Yep.
Let's see. Heimdall again.
You know what's cool is like he is a very serious, like actory ass actor.
Yeah.
But
he's also like
his
a DJ
sense of humor,
too. Yeah.
his sense of humor is so good.
Yeah, it is.
Because he
really
plays
is.
it like so straight.
And yeah, like I said, he's also like a DJ. Like,
I didn't know that.
yeah, he did that series, something Charlie, Turn Up Charlie, maybe. About a guy who wants to become a DJ, just because like he's so passionate about being a DJ.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a club DJ or like a wicked DJ?
You like fucking turntables and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. He was in Prometheus, which I fucking hated. I'll just say that right
Yeah,
now.
that movie sucked ass.
He was in The Losers, which underrated action movie and underrated comic book.
I think I've seen the movie.
Yeah, it's kind of a both book and the movie, like a throwback to like 90s kind of action movies.
Yeah.
It
was like kind of heisty, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is like the head of their like group. Zoe Saldana is in it. Chris Evans is in it. Like half of the MCU is in this movie, and it's a DC movie. So, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. He did a stint on The Office, which he was really great on, going back to that comedy thing. He played like a super, super serious guy, but like was still able to get laughs, like, being the straight man.
Yeah.
He was in Rock and Rolla, one of Guy Ritchie's lesser movies. Yeah. One of Guy Ritchie's many lesser movies.
Yep.
28 Weeks Later. I forgot he was in that also.
I did not like those movies.
I like 28 Days Later. 28 Weeks was not as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was in my like zombie purist days.
Yeah, that was like if
It shook shit up like real big.
Yeah.
Real big.
Because that was like the first like fast zombie movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like I'll equate that to like the late 80s, early 90s of Star Wars fandom, where like, we're not going to get like we didn't know we were getting prequels and sequels and TV shows.
Yeah.
Like so anything like Star Wars like you were just really into.
Yeah.
Like and same thing with zombie movies until like they got popular again, like there really wasn't a whole lot of zombie stuff here and there, so when something came out, I fucking saw it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen, but it definitely have seen better zombie movies.
I think I don't know. It just struck me as wrong.
Yeah.
And then I've never been able to go back with a fresh state of mind to see it in.
Yeah.
It's always tainted.
He was on The Wire, which I have never
Stringer
seen. Yeah,
Bell.
I really need to watch that show.
Oh,
They say it's like the best show ever. Maybe.
it's like a top 5 greatest shows that have ever been on fucking TV.
The show is 20 years old at this point.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Oh.
It feels real bad.
Let's see. That might be all the. He was in an episode of Law and Order. Yeah, that might be it for the big stuff. This is all like a lot of British stuff. When he was,
I was gonna say it's...
he was on Absolutely Fabulous back in the 90s.
Ab Fab.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of that show.
I never got into it.
Anyway. It was another one of those like
it was always
Comedy Central afternoon shows.
Yeah, it was always on. Moving on to Charlie Hunnam.
Do we have to?
Yeah. Hi, buddy. You have anything to say about Charlie Hunnam? Okay. Donner's taking the, if you're not going to say anything nice, say nothing. He's in the upcoming Rebel Moon, which is Zack Snyder's, was going to be a Star Wars movie, and now it's just a space movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did he like pitch it as a Star Wars movie and nobody
was like
bought?
Signed up to do it as a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
And then I think Disney was just like, maybe not.
Yeah.
So he's just making it on his own.
Well, it's a good thing he didn't sell it to them, and then they have the script and shit.
Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be like the Seven Samurai, basically, except like in space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll give it a shot.
I'm
I
down
didn't
for that.
hate what's his zombie movie there, the Las Vegas one.
Oh, yeah, the Netflix original one.
Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
It
was okay.
I go back to that every now and again. Like, why throw it on as a background movie? I dug it.
Then they did like a sequel one, right? About the
Which was
Safecracker.
Terrible. The Safecracker, yeah. It was a prequel.
Yeah.
And it was goddamn dumb. I think there's like an animated sequel or prequel coming.
I don't need any of that.
Yeah, and maybe another live action sequel too.
I like animated sequels or prequels or things like that. Just like, not everything needs one.
Yeah.
Like Chronicles of Riddick had a great one.
Yeah. I never saw the Matrix one, but I understand that was a good one too. The Animatrix, like the
yeah, the Animatrix works really well because it's not the same characters. Like it's like a universal thing.
Yeah. Let's see. He was in that King Arthur movie from a couple years ago, which, like I said, it was just okay, like nothing great. He did work with Guillermo del Toro again in Crimson Peak in 2015.
Yep, he wasn't great in that either.
He had the sense. I mean, even he had the sense to not do the fucking sequel to this movie. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. He was in Children of Men, which I didn't remember, but that is a great movie. We mentioned that last week, I believe. Clive Owen.
Yes.
Clive Owen is just awesome in general.
Yep.
He was in Queer as Folk, and that's really about it. Oh, and Sons of Anarchy. That's right. That's probably what everybody knows him from. He's the main character in that.
Jax Teller.
Rinko Kikuchi, who played Mako Mori in this movie. She's mostly known. She shows up in stuff here and there. Right now, she's on Tokyo Vice on HBO Max, which I watched like the first 4 episodes of.
I want to see that. Like,
it was okay. It
gets good reviews.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just going like slowly for me, but like, I haven't kept up with it. I'll probably get back to it.
Is it one of those ones you got to be in the right state of mind to watch?
The other thing she was in was in The Brothers Bloom. That was a pretty good movie too. That's with Adrian Brody and I want to say Mark Ruffalo.
Okay.
They're like bank robbers in like the 30s or maybe even like the 20s or something like that.
I don't like Adrian Brody.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. There's something about him. I just don't like looking at him.
He is good on Winning Time right now, the show with the Lakers.
Yeah.
He's Pat Riley.
I hear that show is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it definitely took a little bit of like a couple episodes to get like build up, but I am 100% into it now.
Yeah.
I would say like by episode 3 is when it like really starts to pick up.
Okay.
Aside from that, she was on Westworld.
I
Which
still haven't seen that.
overhyped.
When the show started coming out, I was like, oh, I remember that movie. It sucked ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember watching the first season of that and like
It gets mega hype.
yeah, like it was okay. Like I don't know where everybody's like all revved up about. And then like halfway through season 2, I'm just like fuck this show. It's just dumb.
Isn't it like a weird, like, rapey allegory kind of thing?
Kind of like yeah, like and then I think the most recent season has like nothing to do with all the other seasons before it. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just maybe like the replicants like get out into the world maybe or something. I don't fucking know. I don't care. I'm not going to check it out.
Yeah.
You lost me. You had me, and you lost me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
Oh,
see.
that's right. She was in 47 Ronin.
You know, I never saw that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard
it's-
it was a decent movie.
It's a shit. I want
I'll
to say
say it's
shitty
an-
action movie.
Yeah, it's an entertaining movie, is what I heard. I'll say. Yeah,
It's fun. I think it takes itself way too seriously when it shouldn't.
yeah.
But part of that could be because you've got Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves playing a Japanese samurai.
Yeah, he's I think half Japanese or something. He's a blue-eyed devil.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure he was in this. Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
And Mark Ruffalo. Yeah.
But the story of the 47 Ronin is fantastic. This is just like a cool fantasy take on it.
Yeah. Let's see. They're con men, not bank robbers. Sorry. This movie's 14 years old. Jesus Christ.
How does that make you feel?
Old as fuck. She was also in the movie Babel, too, which I think might have won, or was at least nominated for Best Picture, like, a ways back. Just kind of like random intersecting stories. It was all right.
Those are always hit and miss.
Yeah.
Like Love Actually.
Yeah,
works.
I've never seen that.
That works for me, but that's also what that is. It's just a series of stories that become intertwined.
Yeah. Moving on, Charlie Day, who was just fucking awesome. Like hilarious, like really just makes a lot of things he's in better.
Yeah. I want to see him be super serious in something.
Yeah.
Like I want to see him Robin Williams it.
He probably could pull it off, I think. He definitely could do it.
Yeah.
He is upcoming is going to be Luigi in that animated Super Mario movie with notable Italian actor Chris Pratt playing Mario.
The fact that I mean the guy that has done Mario for eons is not Italian, I don't believe either.
Yeah.
But that's the sound of Mario. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Hire him.
Yeah.
He does it already.
Chris Pratt does not sound like Mario, but whatever.
You know what? I hope that movie flops. And unfortunately,
It's not going
It's
to.
not going to.
Yeah, no. It's going to make all the money, like, easily.
It's gonna make Marvel money.
Yeah. Charlie Day, most notable probably as Charlie Kelly in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Character he's played for 17 years and counting at this point.
Jesus Christ.
That is insane.
I loved him in the Lego movie as Benny.
Yes. Spaceship! He's great in this movie as Newton Geisler.
Yeah.
He's in the sequel, unfortunately.
I mean, maybe I'll check it out again.
He was in Hotel Artemis. I don't remember if I've ever actually seen that movie or not. That's basically kind of John Wicky, like it's the hotel for like assassins.
Yeah. I want to say I started watching that a couple of months ago, and I was
like I've seen it, but maybe I fell asleep or something during it.
That's very much the case of what I'm thinking happened.
We mentioned Benny in the Lego movies. He is in the Horrible Bosses movies. Those are pretty funny.
Oh, that's right, where he gets like sexually assaulted by Jennifer Aniston.
Aniston. Yeah. He's a voice in Monsters University. Let's see. He was on Reno 911.
His inbred twin.
Yeah. He looks like he did a serious role probably on Third Watch, although I've never watched that show when it was on. Luis, which I believe was the Luis Guzman sitcom on Fox back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably.
Oh my God, he did the voice of Joe C. on Celebrity Deathmatch.
Deathmatch. He's in an episode of Law and Order as well back in 2001. But yeah, Charlie Kelly. Just
What?
Charlie Day. He plays Charlie Kelly. Charlie Day. Diego.
Why?
Somebody's blowing up my Discord, it sounds like.
That's, yeah.
That's my computer in the other room. Diego Klattenhoff, who played, I believe it was Charlie Hunnam's brother. I almost said Charlie Day again. Yancey Beckett. Some of the other things he's been in, he was in Mean Girls. He was in that crappy Will Smith, well, you can't even say Will Smith movie, that crappy Jaden Smith movie, After Earth.
Yeah.
Looks like he's been on that show, The Blacklist, for 194 episodes. Good on him. He was on that show.
He's like the main character in that, isn't he?
I've never seen an episode.
Oh, it's supposed to be good. I don't watch that much like cable crime drama.
Yeah, no. Same here.
Used to, not so much anymore.
He was on an episode of Falling Skies, which we've mentioned a couple times here. Criminal Minds, another one of those like TV cop shows that all just kind of blend together.
Yeah, it's like he was on an episode of Longmire, and that's TV cop show.
TV cop show, yeah.
For instead of like,
it's on A&E, so classy TV cop show.
Yeah. It's more for like gun-toting hicks instead of like just regular old people.
He's in a couple episodes of 24, ER. Was there a reason I saved him?
Hey, he was on Supernatural.
Oh, good on him.
Yeah. Oh, no, Lucky Number 11. That was actually a decent movie.
I remember seeing when it came out, and I don't remember much about it.
Oh, go back for that one.
He was on an episode of Smallville. There we go. Lucky Number 11. The Josh Hartnett movie. He's like a hitman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett and
Ben Kingsley and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
I'll have to give that another shot.
Bruce. Yeah, great cast. I don't remember who made it. Who directed this movie?
Paul McGuigan.
Yeah, but it's got a little bit of a Guy Ritchie feel to it. Not as like frantic or crazy, but
directed a Victor Frankenstein movie in 2015.
Oh, don't watch that.
Oh, well, he directed he did an episode of the Dracula miniseries, which is 2/3 of a good miniseries.
Yeah.
Did a couple episodes of Luke Cage.
Victor Frankenstein. That was the one with Daniel Radcliffe, right?
Yeah, he did 4 episodes of Sherlock too. The one with Humperdinck Bumbersnatch there.
Yeah, well, the people that made Sherlock made that Dracula series.
Oh, that's right. Sherlock was really good.
Yeah, it really was. Not consistently good all the way through, though.
Yeah. No, there was a couple of those that were like, this is dragging on.
Yep. It's like, you could have just not given me this episode at all.
Yeah. Let's see. I think we were done with whatever we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice Princess.
Oh, yeah, this dude, I didn't even know why I saved him. And he was on an episode of the Witchblade TV series, which was horrible.
Was that the show, or is that the cartoon?
I want to say it was the show, the one that was on TNT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I watched it. Definitely watched it.
Bern Gorman. He played the other doctor opposite of Charlie Day.
He is so good at playing a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, like a creepy weirdo. He does it on so many things.
He's just got a Willem Dafoe face.
Yeah, he does. Looks like he's on the miniseries about the Godfather, the making of.
He is, yeah.
I gotta check that out. He's on.
As of Friday, 4 episodes out.
Yeah.
All good.
Oh, all right.
Fucking solid.
Oh, I gotta watch it. Hell yeah. He's on the Halo series, which is it's okay.
Yeah. Back to The Offer real quick though. Oh my God, Francis Ford Coppola is played by. Oh my God, I'm having a stroke. Please cook on that. I'm gonna kick myself right in the nuts for Dan Fogler.
Oh yeah.
Fucking amazing job as him. Like spot on.
Dan Fogler, I don't think that gets enough credit, like for
He really
comedic
doesn't.
stuff that he does, and just in general.
He can do comedic. He can do serious.
Yeah.
Like he's just a good actor. I think the first thing I saw him in was Fanboys.
Yeah, it's probably the first thing most people saw him in. Halo, he had creepy weirdo on Halo. He's on The Expanse, which I heard is really good.
The first 2 seasons are guaranteed. After that, I haven't seen it.
He revives this character in the sequel, Pacific Rim Uprising, which was just not good. I kind of wanted to see this turn, Washington Spies.
Oh yeah. That actually got really good reviews the whole way through.
Let's see. He's in Crimson Peak as well. He's in The Man in the High Castle. He was in Game of Thrones for a couple episodes. I don't remember that. I do remember his episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Philadelphia. It's not that I'm too intoxicated. I think I'm not intoxicated enough right now.
Oh, we don't have the brain lube?
Yeah. I'm a little rusty. I don't remember him being in The Dark Knight Rises either. Stryver. I don't remember that character.
I don't either. Your Discord is going cuckoo.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on over there. He was in the Torchwood series. It's like for 26 episodes.
Marple? I think somebody's lawnmowering over a kid outside.
He's in the movie Layer Cake, which is the movie that got Daniel Craig his like first bit of attention. A British like gangster movie.
That was like his first movie, right? And he was on like a TV show before that. Some kind of like
maybe
it's like steamy drama show or something.
That does sound about right. Let's take a look. Daniel Craig. This movie is almost 20 years old. God damn. He was fantastic in Knives Out. I cannot wait for those sequels. I thought they were going to change, like, they were going to have, like, a different character, like, different actor play him in every movie.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they're not, because he really knocked that one out of the park.
I didn't see it.
Oh.
I keep meaning to. It's just...
He's really, really good in it. It's not, like... It is not what you think... Not a role you would think Daniel Craig would, like, be picked for or, like, would play. Because he's, like, this southern, like... You know, my name's Benoit Blanc, and like he's like kind of like a kind of goofy like detective, and like but he's actually like really smart and knows what he's doing. Like it's you know it's the complete opposite of James Bond, and like you know
he's like Hick Poirot.
Yeah, pretty much, and he's really good at it. Let's see, Layer Cake, and then Enduring Love. Yeah, he was in Tomb Raider. I do not remember that. He's in Road to Perdition.
That's a good ass movie.
Yeah, I need to see that. That movie is 20 years old.
That was the Tom Hanks one.
Tom Hanks was like a hitman. It's like him and his son on the run, I think.
Who was the like bad guy? It was
wasn't it Will Patton maybe? No,
it wasn't. It was
oh no, it was like an older actor.
No, the photographer one.
Fucking Superman was in that movie? I don't remember. Oh, he's the kid. No shit. I did not realize that. Current Superman is the kid in that movie.
Oh shit.
Jennifer Jason Leigh. Paul Newman. That's who was the guy I was thinking of.
Oh yeah. I don't know who the fuck I'm thinking of then.
Ciarán Hinds?
I don't know.
He's another awesome actor. Played Caesar on Rome.
Oh, okay. That was a steamy show.
Yeah. Man, that just blew my mind. He's another decent Superman. I did not think he would be a good Superman because, like, he's very swarthy. Like, he just like, when you think Superman, like, you think like clean cut, like, you know, like the spit curl.
Yeah.
And he's like a very like stubbly like dude, but like and he also wears like a padded muscle suit. It looks kind of weird sometimes.
Oh, really?
But he's a fucking pretty good Superman. I'll say it. Moving on, Max Martini, who has like the name of like a child protagonist in like a novel written by like not like Beverly Cleary, but like one of those type of authors.
Max Martini.
Yeah. Like the smart ass kid, like a Ferris Bueller type. Like he's in like 6th grade and he knows everything. Like
that goddamn Max Martini. That might even be the name of the book.
Yeah, that goddamn Max Martini. He was just most recently in The Tender Bar, which was some Ben Affleck Oscar bait.
Yeah, that's kind of what that looked like, and I didn't bite on it.
It wasn't bad. I watched it. It was pretty decent.
I don't know about you, but the list of things that I intend to watch is fucking gigantic. And then when I go to watch anything, I get option paralysis.
Yeah.
And then just wind up watching YouTube videos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For me, like, same thing. Like, trying to pick a movie, trying to order dinner on DoorDash, like, that's like 45 minutes for me because, like, it's executive dysfunction. I have to go through everything. Like, I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
And I'm going to order the thing we order, like, 3 times a week.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you know. Being crazy is not all it's cracked up to
Yeah,
be
it
sometimes.
sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks ass.
Other than that, he was in the Purge TV series, which was not great. He was on an episode of Doom Patrol and CIS Los Angeles. Looks like he's been in a couple episodes of that. Feel like there is a reason I saved him.
Obviously, it was the Training Day TV series.
Yeah, which I didn't even realize was the thing.
Oh, no?
Yeah. He's in the 50 Shades movies, it looks like. Covert Affairs. Oh, wait, I think I know why. I'm just going to get right down to it.
Hey, he was on Castle.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
And Burn Notice.
And if I am not mistaken, I think he was on...
You got to scroll all the way to the early 90s?
Well, it's not Murder, She Wrote.
God damn it.
We don't have
Hey, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah, Walker, Texas Ranger. Nope, it wasn't this guy. I thought he was on Silk Stockings. Somebody who was in here was on Silk Stockings. I know that.
Yeah.
The steamy USA show.
He was on The Outer Limits.
The Showtime one from the 2000s. Donner's more of a Twilight Zone fan.
Yeah.
Clifton Collins Jr., who we mentioned earlier, fantastic character actor. Another guy like who you have probably seen in at least one movie.
For sure.
Yeah, you don't know his name, but you've seen him somewhere. Let's see. Most recently, he was in Nightmare Alley, which I really loved. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
He was in the remake of the Stand miniseries. He was on Westworld. He was on Veronica Mars, which I heard is a good, well-reviewed show, but I never really got
I have no idea what it's even about.
Kristen Bell is like a teen detective, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. He was on Ballers with The Rock and Rob Corddry. That's right. He was in Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter too, I believe. Because I want to say we mentioned him at one point in a movie.
Yeah.
No, maybe not.
That was a video short.
Yeah.
Great Calamity. I don't even know what that is.
I know he came up in something we mentioned before.
I don't know, but I loved him as Vegan Police in Scott Pilgrim.
That's right. It was him and Tom Jane, right?
Yeah.
Vegan Police. Oh, man.
Gelato's not vegan? Milk and eggs, bitch.
He's in Crank High Voltage, which I will say by the time this podcast comes out, I will thank Bai Ling, who was in that movie, for the great panel we did at Saratoga Comic-Con. I can only imagine
That's the sequel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can only imagine what we talked about. And
yep.
Crazy it probably was.
Boondock Saints 2, All Saints Day. Not very good.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one.
They'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't have the high regard for that movie that like a lot of people I know
They
do.
jumped the shark like real hard. Well, the thing is, you're not Irish.
And also, like, for a while, that came out in, like, that period of time where, like, you know, we're older now. Like, I pretty much just hang out at my house. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But, like, when you're younger and, like, you're living with, like, your parents, whatever, you're just looking for other places to go and you're hanging out at people's houses. Like,
Yep.
that seemed to be the movie that somebody always threw on when you were hanging out at their house.
Yeah.
Like,
And what's cool about that movie, though, is, like, it was a complete underground hit.
yeah. Like, nobody really, like, ever heard of it, but, like,
Yeah.
everybody I knew had it, like, for some reason. Like, had
Yeah.
the tape or the DVD.
Yep.
And it wasn't bad. It's just, you know, not my, like...
It's fun.
Yeah, I'm not hung up on it like some people.
I
don't mean that like facetiously, but like some people.
No, I mean, like, I did get really into it at one point, and then I realized, like, this movie is just, like, full of fucking hypocrisy. And people who either are Irish, misconstruing everything in this movie for Irish culture, or people who wish they were Irish, misconstruing this for Irish culture.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Let's see. He was in a couple episodes of Alias, the TV show, which was pretty good. I used to watch that back in the day.
Did not.
Let's see. Any other big stuff? He was in the movie Traffic, which was pretty good. There's the armadillo shoe. It is gigantic too, like in comparison to Charlie Day.
But everything is gigantic in comparison to
He's
Charlie
not exactly
Day.
a big dude, but that is a big shoe.
Yeah. Where's my goddamn shoe?
I did not know of that end credit scene until like maybe like a couple of years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe like a year or two ago.
It's perfect.
Yeah, he comes crawling out of the fucking kaiju.
That's all I needed, just to know that Hannibal Chow lived.
Ron Perlman, who we have mentioned extensively throughout the Guillermo del Toro month.
Yep.
Really not much else to say. I mean, like we said, he's perfect in this movie. He's perfect in a lot of movies.
Yeah, he's just perfect.
Yeah. Ron Perlman's awesome. That's really pretty much all there is to say.
Yep. Follow him on Twitter. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah. Well, depending on where you fall, politically, you will not be disappointed. Brad William Henke. He's another character actor who you probably have seen in a movie here or there. Not quite as extensively as Clifton Collins Jr.
Yeah.
But still, he's been in a lot of stuff. He was also in the Stand miniseries from looks like 2021 and 2020. He plays Piscatella on Orange Is the New Black. He's one of the guards, the prison guards.
Who does he play in Pacific Rim?
In Pacific Rim, he is construction foreman. He's the guy giving out the
giving out the jobs?
ration. The ration books.
Oh yeah. Three guys died on the high rise.
Yeah. That's, the good news is I got 3 jobs.
Yeah.
He's in the movie Split, the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
He's in Bright.
Oh, yeah, which will not be getting a sequel. Thank you, Will Smith.
Yep. I don't think that was getting a sequel regardless.
No, it was.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, it was. And they shit canned it. Just like in the past couple of weeks.
Lame.
Pee-wee's Big Holiday, which wasn't really that great.
Was that the one with
Joe Manganiello?
Yeah.
It was very weird.
That was really weird. Well, Pee-wee's anything is just really weird.
Yeah. But it didn't have that same Pee-wee's Playhouse feel to it. Like it was just kind of like he was pining for Joe Manganiello, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, Tim Burton wasn't involved in that, was he?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
He was on an episode of Castle, an episode of Bones, Grimm. So he's on a bunch of episodes of Justified, which is coming back soon, which I cannot wait for.
Is it really?
Yeah. Timothy Olyphant.
I thought they finished that.
It's got a revival coming back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was on a couple episodes of Lost, Party Down, which is a hilarious fucking series. He was in the first Star Trek movie, the J.J. Abrams one. Law and Order, Choke, which was
that was fun.
Yeah, Yeah, I really like Chuck Palahniuk. He's the author of Fight Club.
Yeah.
Also wrote the book Choke is based on.
Yep.
He like had pretty much all of his books in development for movies at one point, and then like none of them ever came out except like Choke and Fight Club.
I think that's it.
Yeah, the one I really wanted to see was Lullaby. I loved that book.
Yeah.
I mean, have you read that? Have you ever read that book?
haven't.
It's about like this, basically like this fucking spell. If I remember correctly, like, lullabies play into it somehow, but I don't fucking remember. God damn it. Basically, there's like this spell book, and like they're trying to chase down like pages of this spell book, and there's like other people who are like trying to chase it down with them.
I like that he doesn't write in one genre.
Yeah. It's like I guess it's his take on like superheroes, but like it's also like a lot of fucked up weird shit because it's Chuck Palahniuk.
Yeah.
Like the main character has like this like not fetish, but like it's like what he needs to do to like relax, like to kind of like de-stress basically.
Yeah.
He crushes like model minis, like little houses and shit. Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Well, like to the point where like he has like bits of plastic stuck in his foot, and like throughout the like the book, they're getting infected and like fucking like
no shit.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. Really fucked up. He was on Dexter for a while. Anything else big here? Zodiac. Oh no, that's not Zodiac the movie. It's the Zodiac.
Yeah.
Donner is still going strong.
Yeah. I don't know how his throat doesn't hurt.
He's still got another like half hour or so of this.
Ugh. Hey, he was in martial law.
Oh, all right. ER again shows up like 3 or 4 times on this episode. Mash Bridges, Space Jam. Here, it's Silk Stockings. That's it. Silk Stockings. Yep.
Amos Alexander.
Your USA steamy drama. Milton Barnes, who played McTeague in this movie. Don't remember him. He was most recently on The Flash on the CW. The Hardy Boys as well. Station 11 on HBO Max, which I heard was really good.
Yeah.
I still have not watched it though. Lock and Key, which was, I don't know. I read the first book and it was good. I just never followed up. And then I watched like a couple episodes of the TV show. And it was,
Same.
Yeah, it was okay. It just didn't hold me.
It had a very like young adult kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's fine. I know a lot of regular adults who dig on young adult stuff, typically because it's like not overly complicated for the most part.
Yeah, easy read and you know, generally entertaining.
There's just like a weird tone to young adult stuff that just doesn't vibe for me.
He was also on Why the Last Man, which I enjoyed, and unfortunately
that will not be getting any more.
Yeah, untimely canceled. Anything else? He was in the Killjoys TV series, which is based on a thing that Gerard Way created, I believe. And I believe they're the Fabulous Killjoys.
Yeah. Escaping the Nexium cult.
Yes.
That's relevant to our area.
Yeah. The Nexium headquarters down the street, about a mile, maybe. Let's see. There's a Taken TV series. I think it was on like Paramount, maybe, or something like that.
Probably sucked too.
Yeah.
Just like all the movies after the first one.
Yeah. He was on a Degrassi, The Strain, Guillermo del Toro vampire show.
Yep.
Pacific Rim.
Oh, Silent Hill movie.
The remake of Total Recall, which
yeah,
just watch the Arnold one.
Cosmopolis. That was a comic book, wasn't it? Or graphic novel or something?
I don't know. Not ringing any bells. And no, I don't know why I even saved him.
I don't know.
Good for him. He got in here somehow.
Yeah.
Ellen McLean, she was the voice of Gypsy Danger, just the general computer voice.
Yeah.
She has done a shit ton of voice acting. Mainly, she is known as Gladys from the Portal games. The computer that's fucking with you like throughout those games.
I left it out of the trivia, but Guillermo got her to do the computer voice because he loves Portal.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, so she's the voice of Gypsy Danger as well. But that's probably the biggest thing she's known for is Gladys. She was in Left 4 Dead 2, Godzilla video game. So a lot of like monster voice work.
Yeah.
She's in Team Fortress 2, Half-Life 2.
A lot of twos.
Yeah, a lot of sequel work. But that will do it for the Better Known As.
Cool.
Oh man, I thought we were gonna have trouble with this one, but no, we got a decent length episode.
You sure did. Let's move right into the crapshoot.
Yeah. Yeah, we love this movie.
But that's really all there is to it. Yeah.
Yeah, giant monsters fighting giant robots. What else do you need to know? What else do you want?
Yeah. Like, what could you possibly want other than not Charlie Hunnam for this movie? Like, it's got it all.
Yeah.
I mean, not all. It's got enough of everything.
Yeah, if you just want like a big, just blockbuster popcorn movie, this is it. Like, it's, there's no like required viewing beforehand. There's nothing really to like get into other than what's on the screen. Like, it's just have at it.
I mean, like, if this show was based on like rate the quality of the monster, it would have a much lower rank.
Yeah. I mean, they look great, but as far as
they're generic.
Yeah, their distinct look is just nothing much, nothing special. But the robots, they look awesome. Like
I wish they put as much distinction in the monsters as they did in the robots.
Yeah, it's a legitimate gripe with this movie, I would say.
Yeah, that and Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam.
Hey guys, guess what? I don't like Charlie Hunnam that much.
It's two things that are constant truths. Nick doesn't like Charlie Hunnam. Donner barks a lot.
Yep. Yeah. Those are two things that are probably going to come up over and over again in this episode.
Man. Like, I can't even do a thing of like, what other movies did this better? Because none.
Nothing did this better. This is the best.
This is the high bar. Like, I'm sorry, this is the bar that needs to be cleared for future kaiju movies.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, it's not just a kaiju movie. Like, if you do something that's like Godzilla centric, that's obviously gonna focus more on the monsters in a perfect world. And that is a completely different animal. Like, that's not like the human drama coming to play, unless it's like the newer ones, which but even then, it's like it still does it well, but not as well as this.
I would say, like after this, I would say probably Shin Godzilla is probably like the next high bar for kaiju movies for me. Anyway.
I'm looking forward to Shin Ultraman.
I was just about to say I'm hyped for Shin Ultraman because like I like what they did with Shin Godzilla, but I like that Ultraman is a little bit like lighter in tone.
Yeah,
like it's more, I would say, like more in line with this, where it's kind of just more actiony and like
it's not the consequences of our actions.
Yeah, we're not being hit with an allegory on nuclear war and shit like that.
Yep. No, it's just like, man, these aliens are fucking crazy, huh?
It'd be cool if somebody fought them. Oh, look.
I did love the end of this movie. The sacrifice at the end.
Yeah. There were things about that ending that just did not make sense for me. Like, how are radios working interdimensionally?
Yep. How are they getting back through the portal?
Yeah.
When they don't have the genetic code sequence.
Yeah. They need the code sequence to get in. And like once you get, because they floated into that like other dimension for a bit, like who's to say that up is up? Like how do you know when you go in? Like how do you like?
Yeah. What is this, Ender's Game?
Yeah, this thing is going to shoot me straight up, but like, is that the way I came in? Is that like
Yeah. But logical fallacies aside.
Yeah, I mean that's being nitpicky.
Yeah. Those are things that you just accept when you're going along for the ride.
It was just so cool when they're fighting that Category 5 and like it's just like a swirl of tentacles and like a fucking gigantic punch comes through.
Yeah. Oh, when it starts beating the shit out of them.
Yeah.
I loved when they got it in the bear hug, and he's like, "I'm gonna burn this sucker," and then
Oh yeah.
just cranks the engine in the chest.
And this is also nitpicky, but shouldn't that thing shoot a laser or something? Like it just looks like it should.
It looks laserish. I think it's just a giant like
It's a turbine, basically.
turbine. Yeah. This did make me want to go back and watch Big O.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that show.
Big O was awesome.
Oh man, I gotta rewatch that.
Yeah, I don't know where we can find it, but it's got to be on the internet somewhere.
I wonder if it's on HBO Max. They have all the old like Cartoon Network stuff.
Oh,
Like Adult Swim, yeah.
That's a distinct possibility.
Yeah, but that's super. That's like that was owned by Cartoon Network, I believe, wasn't it? They did it originally for.
No, that wasn't an original.
Oh, I thought it was.
No. Nope, that was around the time that they were buying up a bunch of the rights to stream or not stream show anime at night.
Yeah, this is. I mean, like back in the day of like the original. Well, not the original Cowboy Bebop run, but when it was on.
Yeah.
Adult Swim and like Trigun and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wish they would show that again.
It's on something. That might be on HBO.
Yeah, I want to say I saw it the other day
Yeah.
somewhere. I'm gonna have to rewatch those.
It's so good. What's another one of your favorite '90s anime?
I just Cowboy Bebop and that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Rain. I liked Rain the Conqueror. That
Rain was good. That was
Alexander the Great.
yeah. It was made by I can do this. Oh my god. The guy that made Aeon Flux.
Oh yeah. It was that same animation style.
Yeah. And he did one of the Animatrix features.
Those were on. There was a time in my life when those were on. Like, I want to say it was on like 11 p.m. and then like again at 1 or 2 in the morning.
What's that?
On Adult Swim. It was a block of Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, and Rain.
Yeah, it was Toonami.
Yeah. Obviously, but
Or no, it wasn't Toonami. Toonami replayed. Okay, so wait, I remember now. Toonami played originally in the afternoon, and then replayed again weeknights.
Yeah, no, this is like
Weekday
it was
nights,
just
and
Adult
then
Swim.
Adult Swim had all the cool anime shit that was like more
Yeah, and I want to say
age
because
appropriate.
I used to work. This is when I used to work at Hollywood Video, so I would come home probably like midnight-ish, and then catch. I don't know if it was on at 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning, but whatever they reran it.
Yeah.
I would watch that whole block every fucking night.
Yep. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
That's where I found Outlaw Star, which to this day is one of my favorite animes ever. I think he's being quiet.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. He might have fallen asleep.
Oh, he's like fucking screamed himself to the point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Oh man, I really like. I want more movies like this. I don't necessarily need more.
I don't want this
Pacific
one.
Rim,
Yeah.
I want more kaiju movies done well like this.
Yeah. I think with the popularity of the new Godzilla movies, we're gonna see those start to roll out.
Yeah, but are they going to be like of this quality? Like, definitely not. But we might get some good stuff in there. I don't want to shit on all of it.
Yeah.
I for the most part dig the Godzilla, the MonsterVerse, the new one.
Yeah.
Actually, I just bought a figure today. Actually,
I loved King of the Monsters. I liked Godzilla versus Kong.
yeah, King of the Monsters is definitely the high point in that series.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean that's as close I think as you're going to get to this movie for me. Like, as far as quality of kaiju movie.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just there's fun extra elements in this that are brought in which make it special. Like the cool periphery characters, because they're not just generic oh my god, giant monster. We'll use science to get rid of it.
Yeah,
It's not that. They have distinct personalities. They all are entertaining in their own right, and it just all comes together in this just beautiful gumbo of monster movie.
Oh man.
But then, of course, you got Charlie Hunnam, so it's whatever.
Yeah, the turd in the fucking soup.
Turd in a punch bowl.
Yeah. That I don't know. That might be a good place to wrap it up.
That's probably gonna do it.
I can't believe Del Toro month is almost over.
Almost.
We have
One more to go.
One movie left, and it's another great movie. Thankfully.
It is a piece of art.
Yeah. We switched them up just to kind of get that
Switch gears, yeah.
popcorn mix down a little more.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be closing out another strong note.
Yep. Then we'll be right back in the garbage.
Yeah. Although I think the first movie we have after that isn't.
Oh, it's garbage.
Oh man. Oh boy, I'm gonna turn around. No, Slither. That's not garbage. That's a good movie.
No, it's good garbage.
I would say the movie after that is way worse. Way fucking worse.
It's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a streak of garbage.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Like, you take the good, you take the bad. And there you have Big Dumb Monsters.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna close this out. We're gonna get out of here. Our website, www.bigdumbmonsterspodcast.com. You can listen to the episodes there if you want to. It's also bigdumbmonsters.com. Yeah, listen there if you want to.
We're on various podcast platforms.
Yeah.
All the big ones. All the big ones, that's right.
All the dems. Shoot us an email, bigdumbmonsters@gmail.com if you have beer suggestions, movie suggestions, things that you think we could improve the show with.
Life suggestions
Yeah,
in
whatever.
general,
You know, how to make a dog stop barking.
Yes, we'll definitely take those.
Shoot us a tweet at dumb_monsters. You find us on Facebook, Big Dumb Monsters Pod. And if you are on Slasher, we are Big Dumb Monsters Podcast.
We are also on Instagram at big_dumb_monsters. You can watch the slideshow version of the podcast on YouTube, the Big Dumb Monsters channel. Am I forgetting something? I don't know.
I think that's it.
It's probably it.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Anywhere that you can, please rate and review. That helps us in the long run.
Leave us a comment, a rating, whatever.
Yeah.
We're down. We'll comment back.
Yeah.
That's how we are.
Yeah. Hey, we got nothing else going on.
Exactly.
And as of this week, we have just gotten back from Saratoga Comic-Con, and
Boy,
man.
our arms tired.
man, we had fun. I think we probably met a bunch of people and leveraged stickers for Facebook likes.
That's right. We are there to grab all of your affection and attention. I just noticed something before that I want to point out.
Yes,
the
sir.
fucking rating on this movie on IMDb is
Abysmal.
criminal. Downright criminal. 6.9 my ass.
Yeah.
Flip those fucking numbers.
69. Yeah. 9.6 would be a little strong, but
closer than
closer
6.9.
Closer to what it deserves, yeah.
Yeah. Anywho. Oh, I will say, fucking, as far as monster and horror movies, go see fucking Doctor Strange 2. Fucking Sam Raimi, man.
I do we've talked about before.
I know, because I know you're out on superhero stuff.
I'm out. I want to see that.
Yeah, I'm suggesting to the audience, like, it is a Raimi-ass Raimi movie, and in all the best ways. Yeah.
Oh, see, I was in once I saw Zombie Doctor Strange. I was like, all right, because it looks like a horror movie, but in the superhero universe.
Oh, it is.
It's
It
sick.
is. Yeah.
I know that I saw an interview with him recently, and he said like filming some of those sequences makes him want to go back and just film a small horror movie, which I love.
Please do it. But yeah, I mean, I mean, it's in the spectrum of Sam Raimi. It is way, way closer to Evil Dead than it is to Spider-Man. Way closer to Evil Dead.
Sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this looks like what I need superhero movies to be now. Like something just fucking different.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to make superhero movies, okay, I get it. They're a cash cow. You can make something that's not the same fucking movie over and over again.
Yeah. But great. I mean, great monsters. Fucking Sam Raimi. Great directing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see it again on Monday afternoon.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I want to see it. I am going to make a point to see it in 3D because like it the way it's shot, like I mean, your normal Sam Raimi movie looks like it belongs in 3D anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I want to make a point to see it in 3D.
I don't know. I hate watching movies in 3D.
Yeah.
Because those 3D glasses just kill the color.
Yeah. It
just-
is like.
It's like watching a movie with sunglasses on.
Yeah, it looks like there's like an oil slick over the screen. Like.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for us. As always, don't let ghoulies eat your ass.
And don't sleep in a deathbed.
Nope.
Yeah, no. Bad idea.
Yep. Bye-bye.